911, where's your emergency?
I need an ambulance right away. My son just overdosed on heroin.
Heroin. Can a kid do heroin once and die?
You can do heroin once, and it may be the last time that you'll ever get the chance to do heroin.
More Americans now die every year from drug overdoses than they do from motor vehicle crashes. More than they do from car accidents.
As a state that has the highest drug-induced death rate in the U.S., this visit was long overdue. With a bit of uncertainty, both the nation and West Virginia residents were eager to hear what plans the Obama administration had in mind. Obama mentioned that he'd like to implement more money for treatment and rehabilitation, more programs to avoid doctor shopping, and more ways for drug users to safely recycle used needles. Additionally, the Obama administration wants to increase data being collected on overdoses across the U.S. and expand access to Naloxone, a drug that can reverse the effect of an opiate overdose.
Can you imagine a 5-year-old knowing everything about heroin, from delivery to cooking it to shooting up? Well, one little girl in Johnstown went to police when her mother was arrested and said she watched her mom inject herself, and she told police who'd been bringing the drugs to their home.
No interest whatsoever in protecting her children. She wants to let her children see how to use it and what you do. It totally goes against everything you believe as a parent.
A criminal complaint says the girl told police how her mom's friends bring small bags to her all the time before pointing out one of those bags and telling detectives, quote, "That's what mommy puts on the spoon. She adds a little water, then puts her lighter under it until it boils." The child adding that her mom puts the boiled stuff inside the needle and then gives herself a shot in the arm.
They're very familiar on how to use it. And it's sad that the mother doing this would corrupt her child this way.
That's all for today. Tune in next week for the trending topic of the moment. This is Nikki reporting.
Do you have any idea how heroin use has affected your body over time?
Not really.
This is the lung age, and you're 28 years old, and your estimated lung age is 84 years old.
Hearing that is very scary. It's extremely scary. It's terrifying to me.
The next issue that comes up with it is in your heart. That's a picture of your heart. But when you get these clumps of bacteria that deposit themselves in your heart, they deposit on these valves. At your current pace, you have a 40% chance of having some form of heart failure in the next 5 to 7 years.
It's a little scary. It's not a little scary, it's a lot scary.
King Heroin. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Americans, ladies Americans, this is Destiny. I want to talk to you about one of our most deadly killers in the country today. I had a dream the other night, and I was sitting in my living room. Dozed off to sleep, so I started dreaming. I dreamed I walked in a place and saw a rare, strange, weird object. Standing up to the people, I found out it was heroin. That deadly drug that goes in your veins, he says. I came to this country without a passport. Ever since then, I've been hunted and sought. My little white grains, nothing but waste, soft and deadly and bitter to taste. I'm a world of power, and all I know is true. Use me once and you'll know it too.
As pure as 1970s heroin. Can a kid do heroin once and die?
You can do heroin once, and it may be the last time that you'll ever get the chance to do heroin.
I can make a mere schoolboy forget his books. I can make a world-famous beauty neglect her looks. I can make a man forsake his wife, send a greedy man to prison for the rest of his life. I can make a man forsake his country and flag, make a girl sell her body for a $5 bag. Some think my adventure is a joy and a thrill, but I'll put a gun in your hand and make you kill. In a cellophane bag I found my way to heads of state and children to play. I'm financed at China, ran in Japan. I'm respected in Turkey and am legal in Siam. I take my addicts and make them steal, borrow, beg. Then they search for a vein in their arm or their leg. So be you Italian, Jewish, black, or Mex, I can make the most energetic of men forget their sex. So now know my man, you must. You know, do your best to keep your habit until your arrest. Now the police have taken you from under my wing. Do you think they dare defy me, or who am king? Now you must lie in that county jail, where I can't get to you by visit or mail. So squirm with discomfort, wiggle and cough. 6 days of madness you might throw me off. Curse me in name, defy me in speech, but you pick me up right now if I were in your reach. All through your sentence you become resolved to your fate. Here now, young man and woman, I'll be waiting in the gate. And don't be afraid, don't run, I'm not chased. Sure, my name is Heroin, you'll be back for a taste. Behold your hook, your foot is in the stirrup, and make haste, mount and steed, and ride him well, for the right horse of Heroin will ride you to hell. To hell until you are dead, dead brother, dead. This is a revolution of the mind. Get your mind together.
Beauty for ashes, and joy for your sadness, strength in your weakness, and hope when you're helpless. He'll be healing for heartache, restore every heartbreak, freedom and bondage, and each sin he will pardon. Every promise that he made, it will come to pass. He won't go back on his word. Every promise that he made, it will come to pass. Keep trusting, believing, hold fast. Supplying the hard times, the light in your dark nights, faith in the valley, and a friend when you're lonely. Provision for your dreams, 'cause I haven't seen, nor have it heard, everything you shall be. But tonight I need you to know he won't go back on his word. Every promise that he made, yeah, come to pass. Keep trusting, believing, hope. I came tonight to tell you will come to pass. He won't go back on his word.
There were these pictures of him where he was all happy, he was all excited, he was playing football. He was kind of like the kind of person that you would look up to be.
Aaron's story takes a drastic turn.
As I was watching it, I was thinking, is this someone in San Diego who died?
And then you see these pictures of him being rehabilitated.
And then
I was just shocked.
Aaron is 28. He's been in a wheelchair for 5 years.
Do you want to be here today to tell your story? Okay, that's a yes.
Aaron was in and out of rehab. At a party, he overdosed on the prescription drug OxyContin and nearly died. His mom, Sherry, gives him a voice.
Did you take drugs while you were in high school? Yes.
Just with his fingers. 1 was yes and 2 was no. And it was so sad to see that he could not talk. He was just trapped in his body, and all he could communicate was with his fingers.
Last June, we did a story on Aaron at home. He lives with his parents, needs full-time care and ongoing therapy. At the time, they wondered if their loss could become a warning to others. It has.
You feel like you're dying and you have to get the pills. Is that correct, Aaron? Yes.
We can't ID him, but a special agent with the Drug Enforcement Agency provides the facts about prescription drug abuse. Aaron makes them real.
He made a mistake, and he's paying the price, and he hopes that you will learn from his mistake. Aaron, is it anyone else's fault but yours that you're in a wheelchair and overdosed? 1 for yes, 2 for no. No.
We all have this choice, and that this could happen to anybody here.
I'll think of Aaron and how just one thing, one little time can affect you forever and affect your family and your friends and your life.
What are you injecting?
Heroin or crack, whatever.
Can a kid do heroin once and die?
You can do heroin once, and it may be the last time that you'll ever get the chance to do heroin.